Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue, and coming up on today's show, we're going to do a little tour of area venues. The PGA Section's Reach Foundation recently held its annual Pro-Am Championship at Bitterman Golf Club in Delaware, and we'll get an update on how it's helping to grow the game and impact lives through golf. You've seen the workhorse leaderboards on our show, and we'll travel to Jeffersonville Golf Course to learn about how they too are contributing to the PGA Reach Foundation and how you can join the Workhorse Tour. As mentioned, the PGA Reach Foundation helps impact lives, and we go to an event at White Marsh Valley held recently for girls and learn about a partner organization. It's called Women Golfers Give Back. And the Golf Association of Philadelphia recently held its 117th Open Championship at Country Club of York. And Marty Emino will file his report and we'll meet the winner. And coming up on this week's edition of Teed Off, the panel discusses how a younger elite group of golfers has emerged in the Philadelphia area. What do you think some of the reasons are for that? So that's the menu. Coming up next, we'll dig in right here on Inside Golf.
The 24th season of Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 50 courses, over 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee Greater Philadelphia, building game changers. The First Tee not only helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit firstteephiladelphia.org. By the Philadelphia Association of Golf Course Superintendents, a community of professionals enhancing the game of golf since 1925. Make sure you thank your golf course superintendent today. By Gap, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man and Philly Man Magazine, a digital publication and private business network. Read the current issue, free, at jerseymanmagazine.com. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia PGA Section, the experts in the game and business of golf, and celebrating their centennial year. Take time to thank your local men and women PGA professionals.
Golf is the great equalizer. For many, this journey is an escape from reality, a chance to be part of a team, a career opportunity. PGA Reach impacts lives through golf by lifting people up, giving them hope, and sending them down an alternate path that they never saw coming. With PGA Reach Philadelphia, as in life and in golf, the most important shot you take is the next one.
And welcome back to Inside Golf. Well, I told you how the PGA Reach Foundation recently went to Delaware, to Bitterman, to hold its Pro-Am Championship. And here to tell us about it from the Philadelphia section of the PGA is Leela Mackey, along with Chris Nowak.
Thanks, Harry. We're here at our second annual PGA Reach Philadelphia Championship Pro-Am, which goes to benefit our mission, which is impacting lives through golf by supporting our three main pillars: youth, military, and diversity efforts. Today we're at the beautiful Bitterman Golf Club, Wilmington, Delaware. We've had a great day weather-wise, a great turnout. Chris here has played in our Pro-Am today. He's also, as you know, our PGA Hope Ambassador and my co-host on Out of Bounds, of course. Yes. But Chris, tell us a little bit about, the program has grown so much over the past couple of years. We're kind of taking off program-wise. We've got now 5 chapters within our section, and we'll meet with our foundation coordinator a little bit later. She'll tell us about the impact of the program, but tell us a little bit about this event and kind of what was your experience?
Sure. I mean, first of all, it's great to be out here. It really is. Any time you get the opportunity to play a beautiful course like this, you got to take advantage of it. But I think more importantly, what the viewers need to remember is it takes a nation to heal a veteran. So PGA of America, VA, DOD, all these different organizations that are part of the healing process can't do it alone. So we need to do things like pro-ams and raise money. And let's not forget, veterans still need our help, and we still need to contribute to veterans' causes, and this is a great way.
Absolutely. Thank you, Chris.
Look at you. I mean, look at you.
We're now here with my program coordinator, Courtney Curcio. We work very closely together. We've built this foundation from the ground up, you, me, and Jeff Surratt. And over the past couple of years, we've done a lot program-wise, that's really where we've grown a significant amount is our programming. And we just heard from Chris Nowak, our PGA Hope Ambassador. He told us a little bit about the Hope program. But Courtney, tell us a little bit more about our diversity and our youth pillar that we do with PGA Reach Philadelphia.
Under our youth pillar, we have our Golf in Schools program, where we're in 42 schools currently, reaching 3,500 students. We provide instruction from our PGA professionals at each of the Golf in Schools programs, and it's really good for those kids to just get a club in their hand and learn about golf and what it can do in maybe their later career path or just for fun for them. So it's a really great program that we encourage all schools that are in the area to reach out to us and to start the program. And that falls into also under our youth pillar, PGA Junior League, which has been a phenomenal program and has grown. Leela really started it in our section, and it has grown tremendously over the past couple of years. So that is also under our youth program. And then under our diversity and inclusion pillar, we have our Philly Junior Tour Diversity Scholarship. We started this in 2018, and we have over 11 scholarship winners. That is under our Philly Junior Tour. They're able to have a membership, and then they get 7 tournaments, and this lasts until they're 18 years old. So it really just helps them get the opportunity to get to play and to be in that competitive environment, and it has been really great for us.
You know, giving back to the community has always been a big part of our organization, and starting the foundation in 2018 was just another step in that direction. You know, having access to courses, having access to instruction, having access to equipment is important, and making sure that we're doing our part to be as inclusive as we can with everybody in our community and the geographic area that we cover. We were fortunate enough to have some of our bigger donors here today, one of which is a trustee level donor. Scott and Karen Hutchison have been a trustee level donor for the past 2 years, and it's meant a lot to us. We were able to catch up with them today. We did a check presentation. We really appreciate all the support. If you want to learn more about how you can join our annual giving program, visit pgareachphiladelphia.com.
All right, thanks, Leela. You know, Dan Hirschberg is with the Workhorse Tour. What's that all about? Well, it involves amateur golfers and how their competitive play helps them, and it also can help PGA Reach.
The Workhorse Tour is a great way for amateur golfers to play competitive golf on a flexible schedule. This was really all born out of a common problem that I think a lot of us have as amateurs, which is that we don't really have time to get out and play tournament competitive golf. The Workhorse Tour allows us to do is play up to 24 different area courses over a 6-month tour season. And what makes it unique is you can play any time during that week-long tournament. So we're here at Jeffersonville Golf Club this week, where our tournament runs from Monday through Sunday. As long as you book any 18-hole tee time during that week, you can post your score after your round is complete on our app, and it'll adjust in real time from your gross to your net score. As part of your membership to the Workhorse Tour includes your GIN number for handicapping purposes.
My name is Kevin Fox. We're representing Capstone Group here today. Aside from great tasting beer, they're great partners of ours, and we're thrilled to be a part of it.
We're 3 guys that have been playing golf usually on Thursdays for a couple of years, and then we ran into the Workhorse Tour, and it's been great because now we don't argue about what course we're going to. We go to the one that's called for, and it also, I think, certainly in my case, helps me focus much more on my game, and I'm playing better this year, so it's been great.
When Workhorse first opened back in 2018, one of our biggest partners on the brewery side was the Valley Forge Tourism and Convention Board. They did amazing work to help us gain some awareness in the local market and also help support a number of our initiatives. They've been a terrific sponsor and partner, and we look forward to working with them as the tour continues to grow into 2022 and beyond.
Part of Workhorse's mission is to give back to its community, and as a proud partner with PGA Reach Philadelphia, they're helping us support youth, military, and diversity efforts. You can do so as well by visiting the King of Prussia Tap Room and purchasing one of their blonde ales on draft, a portion of which the proceeds go back to support PGA Reach Philadelphia.
Something to put on your local itinerary and your destination visit spot, the Workhorse Brewery. It's located in King of Prussia. Go in and buy some of their blonde ale. You're going to love that. But just as important, it is going to be helping to contribute to PGA Reach. All right, coming up on our next segment here of Inside Golf, we'll see how PGA Reach is helping young women get involved with the game of golf.
They're not just familiar faces. They're your friends and neighbors. It's their small businesses, a beating heart that makes a neighborhood a home. The places with a pick-me-up. or a story that inspires, where you can share a taste of comfort with the personal touch that makes our world shine a little brighter. Support small and make a big difference. Make it local. Make it Main Street. Make it Montco.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. We're going back to Leela Mackey. Leela recently was at White Marsh Valley Country Club in Montgomery County to see how women, a local women's group, is giving back to help the game of golf.
June, July, August. Oh, we got a lot of August. Oh, wow.
Thanks, Harry. We, as part of PGA Reach Philadelphia, we support other local nonprofits and charities that align with our mission and that help grow the game of golf in our area and nationally. One of those organizations that we're here partnering with today is Women Golfers Give Back. And I'm here with the president and the founder, A.K. Frazier. Tell us a little bit about how you started this and what it's grown to.
Well, as the title of the organization would say, a group of women who were golfers and enjoyed the game and became friends, and we would never have met each other if we weren't golfers, decided to get together and raise money for girls golf. That was 17 years ago, and we started with one girls golf program. There was only one in existence in our region, and now we have 17 girls golf programs that we fund.
That's great, and it's really, this event has grown just over the past few years that we've been involved with it. What was kind of your inspiration? I know you have several different layers to, you've got young girl programs, you've got, some other programs to move them along developmentally with their golfing careers and skills. What was kind of your inspiration for wanting to start this organization?
Well, I think it's important for girls to have programs all their own. I think when girls and boys are together, the girls tend to drop out. And so that was the most important thing, was to make sure that there were programs for girls only. And then we funded First Tees and LPGA, USGA girls golf groups. And then some of the instructors said, we need more. Girls are aging out. There's nothing for them to do. So we designed our players programs, which are for more advanced girls, and they get personal instruction, tournament entry fees, transportation, equipment, and so that gets them through into playing on their high school teams and then hopefully playing in college if they want.
We're here with two of our program participants. We have Michaela and Madison. They're from Delaware. They're in the First Tee of Delaware girls program. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Tell us a little bit about the program, how you've enjoyed it, what's your experience been?
It's been great. It's a lot of opportunities and a lot of learning happening. It's my first year, but I've learned so much and I've grown so much since the first time I played.
That's great. Well, what are you guys hoping to accomplish through your golfing career, you think? Is it a just social thing? Is it just getting out and meeting friends? Do y'all want to play high school golf or?
I think it's a little bit of everything. It's definitely helped with my social skills. It's helped me get myself out there. It was supposed to be for fun, but it's actually I like doing it now. It's something I want to do for the rest of my life kind of thing.
Yeah, we started off in high school. We started off in our high school golf team, but then once we started to like it, we just joined First Tee, and now it's been a very, very good learning source for me.
Well, what's your favorite club to hit in your whole bag?
My putter or my driver.
Oh, that's good. You need putting.
Definitely my driver.
Good, mine too. Well, that's great. Well, keep playing. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it, and enjoy your lunch, and great talking with you.
All right, thanks, Leela. And guys, hey, recently, GAP, the Golf Association of Philadelphia, held its Open Championship. Marty Amendoe now with all the details from the Country Club of York.
Eat, sleep, golf, repeat. That's been Blake Hinckley's daily schedule since turning professional in April 2019. That monotony paid historic dividends in the 117th Open Championship at the Country Club of York. Hinckley, a Philadelphia PGA section member who calls Wilmington Country Club home, posted rounds of 66 and 69 to prevail by a stroke. Amateur Ron Robinson of Lulu finished second. The Open features the most talented field in Gap, with amateurs and professionals competing for the Johnny J. McDermott Trophy. It was Hinckley's first professional victory.
Feels good for sure. I told you earlier, me and my dad have a running joke where it's you either win or you learn, and I always tell him I do a lot of learning. So it's good to it just feels good to win one. It just feels like, especially with golf, there are a lot of times where you put a lot of work into it and feel like you don't get that much out of it. So when I can go out and win one and play pretty good almost the entirety of like the 2 rounds, yeah, it's pretty big.
Hinckley shared the 18-hole lead with 2018 Open champion Billy Stewart and appeared to be going in the wrong direction on day 2. He turned his front 9 in 2 over and found himself a couple shots back. However, fate changed in an instant early in his back 9. He holed out for eagle on the par 4 11th hole from 87 yards. Hinckley then made back-to-back birdies on holes 13 and 14 to surge to the lead at 6 under.
Had a feeling that Troy was probably leading at 4 under. So I was kind of just trying to get back towards him, and then on 11 when I holed out, that was a big swing. And then after I birdied 13 and 14 to get to 6, I was kind of like, okay, I might be leading this thing. So that's when I started asking where everyone kind of stood, and that's when I figured out that Ron was around 5 and 4 and stuff like that.
Robinson emerged as the only true threat to Hinckley, thanks to consecutive birdies on holes 13 and 14. He made this miraculous par save on 16 after missing the green short to remain 5 under. However, an errant drive on 18 led to this lengthy par effort that just missed and forced a drop shot. Robinson finished 4 under for the tournament.
It's definitely an honor being low amateur. I knew my game was in really good form coming in. Country Club of York's not the easiest golf course to play. It's just pretty hard, and I feel like I hit basically every shot in the 36 holes this week. Putted phenomenal.
Hinckley, who dreams on making the PGA Tour one day, was Mr. Steady down the stretch. He made 3 pars in a row and stood on 18, 2 shots clear. A well-managed bogey on the last resulted in a trophy raise soon thereafter.
I think it just gives me a lot of confidence moving forward, just proving to myself that I can win. Because there are a lot of good players in this field. A lot of them used to play on mini tours and stuff like that, just in whatever aspect. But just proving that I can beat a good field, and then even some of the amateurs, like some of these guys are studs. So just feels good that I can compete at a high level. But I've been around Gap since I started playing golf, and haven't really made any noise. So the fact that I could come out and win one of the bigger tournaments, it means a lot to me, and just the fact that my name's going to be on that trophy.
Hinckley entered the Open in relative obscurity. He exited the Open as a known quantity and champion. Reporting for Gap, I'm Marty Emino.
Younger guys are turning pro at a lot younger age than they did 10, 15, 30 years ago.
To me, what's going on in Philly, it's a microcosm of the larger picture.
And welcome back to Inside Golf. Time to tee off with our teed off panel. We're on the back porch overlooking the 13th fairway, the #1 handicap hole at Lulu Country Club. And for more information about Lulu, Donald Ross Design, you can go to their website, lulucc.com. Joe Logan is back after a short hiatus here on Teed Off. Joe, of course, runs myphillygolf.com, where you get all the information about golf in the Philadelphia area and beyond. Joe, good to see you again. Welcome
Good to be
back.
here. Thank you.
Jim Sullivan, speaking of Lulu, the reigning club champion, former winner of the Philly Am, and all around, he's got it all, doesn't he? Looks, knowledge, and game. You owe me a couple of club
Harry.
sodas.
I'm speechless. It's filling up pretty deep.
Wow. Well, we're on a hot day here, the shades. And my fellow sunglass guy, he's wearing that Gap logo for a reason. He is the president of the Golf Association of Philadelphia, prominent member at Overbrook, and a great amateur player, Oscar Mestri.
Thank
Was
you,
that
Harry.
as good an introduction?
You know, I'm trying to get a gym introduction one of these days.
Okay. All right. Sully, you would know this as well as anybody. As I mentioned, you were a winner of the Philadelphia Amateur at the age of
23.
What were you, in 1993?
99.
99, okay. So there it was. You won, and I'd venture to say, over the last 25 years or so, you're one of the oldest winners of the Philly Am. I mean, Michael McDermott won 3 times. I think the first time he won it, though, he was like 30. And he is a heck of an amateur player. Bill Heineman won, I think, several over the course of 4 decades, okay? Like from the 30s up until the 70s or something. But today, we're seeing young guys like Connor McGrath, who's a student at Temple University. He won this year. What's going on with the age factor and elite players?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question. The Philadelphia Amateur specifically is an endurance test, right? When I was 21, 2, 3, I would caddy 18 holes and then go play 36 holes. Today, I played 36 holes this week, not in the same day, back to back, and I'm ready to hang the clubs up for a couple weeks. You know, in my time as an adult playing in the Philadelphia Amateur, I think I've tried 3 or 4 times, made match play 2 or 3 of them, and the following morning, day for the first match, the round of 32, I was exhausted and more or less disinterested in golf. It's really it's a difficult endurance test. So I think that speaks to the kids. The kids are playing golf a ton. Philadelphia's been known for great mid-am players, going back to the guys you referenced. So they'll break through every once in a while and win. But that tournament's really an endurance test.
Sure.
It's a young man's game.
Yeah. Well, and you're not an old guy, but you've been there.
Depends on what definition we are using. But no, very similar to Jim's point. You know, by the second day, your legs are fatigued. By the third day, they're jelly, and it's an endurance test. It's a young man's game. So, does that mean? I mean, I think your follow-up question was, is there a group of people separating themselves from the crowd? I think golf in Philadelphia has always been in a great spot, right? I mean, we've had great mid-amateurs, great senior players, great, juniors.
Hyman, Gordon Brewer, Jay Siegel. Yeah.
The longevity of the player, it probably honestly we can't mirror what Hyman and Brewer, Siegel, those types of guys did, because they were maybe once in a generation, even though there's a couple of them in there. But the game is in great shape. We have some great juniors. The junior Am was hosted at Overbrook, the Gap Junior Am, and I saw it for up close and personal. A lot of good young players and good young people, and so I'm really encouraged about where the game's going. Watching the Philadelphia Amateur at Cedarbrook a couple weeks ago, again, really good players. Scary how far they're hitting it.
Joe, we got less than a minute. One thing, actually, Jim Sullivan was discussing this with me before we started the discussion. Younger guys are turning pro at a lot younger age than they did 10, 15, 30 years ago, right?
Yes. To me, what's going on in Philly, it's a microcosm of the larger picture. Guys are getting good younger, they're getting good coaching, and a lot of them are specializing in golf. When I was a kid, I played whatever was in season. Now these kids, some of them do, but a lot of them will pick one sport and golf and get really good coaching. And by the time they're in college, they're ready to turn. They just have so much more experience, tournament experience. They're ready to go pro, and they're winning.
And they're winning.
Yep.
And they're winning.
And playing opportunity, right?
Yes.
Gentlemen, thank you. More of Inside Golf coming up in just a moment.
With more than 20 events during a 6-month season, the Workhorse Tour combines the competitive spirit of professional golf with the added bonus of flexible scheduling. And golfers only need to tee it up once during that 7-day window, see their name on weekly and season-long leaderboards. Here are the most recent results on tour. To learn more about the Workhorse Tour, visit workhorsetour.com today.
93 warmer days, promising new adventure, and views that never get old. Your favorite season starts now. Summer on. Receive a credit of up to $3,500 through September 6th.
That's it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. Coming up in future weeks, this is a big year for the local section of the PGA. Philadelphia's section of the PGA celebrating its 100th anniversary. And we'll have more throughout the rest of 2021 dedicated to that very special event. I'm Harry Donahue. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up, and we'll see you next time here on Inside Golf.
The 24th season of Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 50 courses, over 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee, Greater Philadelphia. Building game changers. The First Tee not only helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit firstteephiladelphia.org. By the Philadelphia Association of Golf Course Superintendents, a community of professionals enhancing the game of golf since 1925. Make sure you thank your golf course superintendent today. By Gap, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, a digital publication and private business network. Read the current issue, free, at jerseymanmagazine.com. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia PGA section, the experts in the game and business of golf, and celebrating their centennial year. Take time to thank your local men and women PGA professionals.